plan, but that is a thought.
Wow, thanks, Dick!
No.
I'm kidding, by the way.
It doesn't work. It
Extra
doesn't work.
chicken!
Feliana, you're not hin. It wouldn't work for you.
Kill the halfling, kill the halfling.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, Bundle's just smoking a pet
see.
cigar like whenever we're ready.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Feliana, look into that feet, Lucky. You may need it.
I think I might.
Yeah. Okay. So D&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, last time on the dynamics of good and evil, Talic the Wabbit paladin, Ranya the halfling druid, Dashegen the barbarous dragonborn, Bundle the tabaxi ranger, and Mephisto bard Feliana had made their way out of the Undersider Pass after a brief sojourn into the depths. One of their guides, Hygric, led them to the northwest, where they discovered a Laplander village, and they ran once again into their second-hand merchant acquaintance, Ged Livo, who managed to heal Fel and her horribly broken leg for a favor later on. Ranya was chased by hordes of Lapland children, much to the delight of the actual citizens and denizens. Kira messed around with Bundle, and Talic got even angrier and angrier as the story went along. And now we return to our heroes, with Ranya encountering a dinosaur. Welcome back to the dynamics of good and evil.
I want to make one comment real quick. Ged Livo is totally a Star Wars name.
Right.
Been meaning to make that comment. Anyway.
I chose that name for a reason.
Yes.
So, Ranya,
Yeah.
make an animal handling check.
What? No.
Oh,
I get
first
good
roll of the
bears.
day.
You said
First roll of the day.
you said my relationship points went up.
With the hog.
No, you said the relationship
No, it was
points
with the hog. I remember.
No. I just listened to the campaign. It was with it was with the dinosaur as well. But I will do it anyway.
Do it.
Yes. Ranya pokes himself in the cheek.
I don't think any amount of guidance is helping that.
This is a bad way to start out this campaign. This is bad. I am going to die.
Watch, it's gonna poop on him.
No!
Make a dex save.
Acrobatics?
Dex save, not acrobatics.
Yeah.
Alright, it sort of grows tired of you and starts to continue with its work, and its tail swings wildly at one point over top of you, but you manage to, just like a plank of wood, duck out of the way at the last second.
Ranya, the dinosaur is not a toy. It will probably mess you up.
Huck yells out, Dashegen, let Ranya get beaten up by the dinosaur. I want to see how this goes.
Meanwhile, Bundle's like, I kind of don't want him to die because I just took a few punches for him.
That's fair.
Come on, Bundle. I want to see a halfling go flying.
I
Anyway,
went flying a few times.
should we all start trying to do our respective jobs like we discussed?
Once
I think
get
we
done-
should.
Once I get done talking to the elders, yes. We've got to see if we can even do that. That's
I'll
just the
go
plan
with you
if
for
they say
that.
Yes. Do you think you could carry Fel, or can
Yep.
you walk? He says, looking
Oh.
over.
He left some crutches for her. Ged left her with some crutches.
Okay.
Do you want to walk on your own, Feliana, or do you want me to carry you?
I can walk on my own.
Alright.
I would like to be carried.
And I
No,
can try. Let's do this.
you're not crippled, Ranya.
I mean, that's arguable.
Rattle. That could probably cripple him.
Don't
That's
cripple
nice.
Ranya to make me carry him, otherwise I will make you carry him, Talic.
carry him. He'll be dragged. Talic walks past.
Oh crap!
To the elder.
Woo!
Anyway, Bundle leads the way to the elders that Get Lively just got done talking to.
Okay.
Alright, so who am I talking to?
You just approach one of the women. Because there were a group of 4 he was conversing to. There was one of which was clad in a light bronze cape with a green scaled green scaled clothing, who seemed leader-like, but again, you can't really be sure.
A matriarchal society, like any.
She could just be the leader of the walkaway committee.
Yeah,
Goodness.
Talic,
Which is also scary.
roll a perception.
This would be
The
insight.
leader. Oh, insight? Insight, okay. Ooh, that's even better.
Jesus.
Damn, I don't even need to bother.
Yeah, the
Paladin wisdom.
one with the bronze cape and the green accessories it seems to be the leader.
Talic, do you have
Is she in sight?
Yeah, she's helping carry some logs over to build a big old fireball.
Okay.
The logs are about the size of the average
Fireball.
kitchen chair.
Oh. Oh, that's nice.
Talic tap
Dash.
Bundle.
As they're approaching, Dash will call over. Do you guys need any help with that?
One sec. Talic, what were you saying?
My Dashegen done it already.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
But,
The Liplanders turn and look at you and squint.
Alright. Well, I move forward since I'm representing everyone, saying, one, I'm going to see if I can get their attention in the proper language that they use in case they're not using common. Because I'm not sure if common is the common
Lapland.
vernacular. So first I say, hail and good morrow. I wish to speak with those in charge in common.
Blank stare.
I tried in Elvish.
Nope.
I tried in Underdark.
Ranya says hello in halfling.
They look at you like,
Me?
Really?
Really?
Plun is a dialect of halfling and gnomish.
Jesus!
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Yes!
It's official. We're fucked.
Bundle size.
I guess Ranya's translating.
and
Ranya,
turns to
translate
Oh,
Ranya.
Ranya.
Translate bundle word for word.
I swear to God, I'm going to. I swear to God, next level, I'm going to get comprehend languages.
Ranya steps up, side close, and he bows to the matriarchs and gives them a greeting. Hello, I am Ranya, and these are my compatriots. We are here to see if we can offer aid in exchange for lodging and possibly for sustenance. We do not ask for
Do
charity.
not look like much.
Ranya waves his hands over the ground, and he uses his druid craft to make some flowers appear and bloom. I am a druid. I can help with your farmland. He points over at Dashegen. He's pretty handy, pretty strong, being a man of the dragonkin. He points over at Talic. He's actually, from what I hear, not bad as a farmhand himself. And Ranya glances over to Feliana. She's currently not so much in commission to help, but at the very least, she could probably look after the children for you.
Don't you dare.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, we don't
understand.
None of you understand.
I know. I'm saying this OC.
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't.
I know.
Talking.
He's gonna do it anyway.
So continue, Ranya.
Ranya bows his head. We are in not so much dire straits right now, but we would be at your service if you would allow us to stay. And we will do everything in our power to make ourselves as useful as possible.
The leader cracks a grin and whistles. At the whistle, a thin man immediately takes one of the logs, plants it in the ground, and punches it, and it immediately grows into a tree. So, and then she immediately whistles to another person, and this slender woman just walks over to the leader, picks up 10 of the logs she's carrying, like Noah's Ark style, and starts carrying them around. And she just looks at Fel like...
Ranya stares at this a little...
insight on this?
Ranya stares at this and looks at them a little bit of abashed. We did not say that we would be your equals in this. We just offered our aid.
Bundle's just gonna poke around and say, "What the hell's going on? How come they're like showing off in front of us?"
Basically, Ranya speaks back to him in Elven. Basically, I just offered our aid, and they're like, "Yeah, you think you can do anything compared to what we can do ourselves?"
Oh, this is not good.
I'm trying to be as courteous as possible here. Which, yes, I can be that. But we need to bring something else to the table, man. Any ideas?
We're good at killing things. You'll have to ask them if they'd be anything killed.
They just punched a tree into the ground and made it grow. I'm pretty sure that also, dinosaur.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
You guys just saw it, didn't you?
Bundle just like it's worth a shot. I mean, it's not like we have anything else to lose.
Ranya looks over to Fel. We'd be down one.
We already knew that coming in.
Ranya nods. He turns back to the Laplanders and smiles again, trying to be somewhat charming. It is clear that you do not need our help, but we are offering it regardless. If you have, say, any ne'er-do-wells that you would be rid of, we could perhaps do the dirty work for you, if necessary.
One of the young ladies standing by, Her Grace, just whispers, "Heh. To ne'er-do-well asking my ne'er-do-well. Ha ha ha."
What did our insight checks get us, by the way?
Fel? Wow, those
Nothing.
women are strong.
Yeah. They're very strong.
Dash, you kind of get, having it explained to you afterwards, you kind of get a similar feel, but with more like you get that they were kind of like responding to Ranya non-verbally by showing him rather than telling him anything. That's basically what you got. But then he explained it. He told it to Bundle, who...
And they were speaking in Elven, so I didn't understand it.
Yeah. Neither did I.
Yeah.
Fel at least knew Elven. Oh well.
Now, because of my background, neither because of my background. The only language I do know is Infernal, and that's only because of my race.
Really? You didn't take the languages?
No, I can't take any other languages. My background doesn't allow it, and bards don't have it.
That okay.
Right.
You're gonna have to work on that.
Dude, how do I do that? I can't exactly.
Talk to people. You know. I always feel learn languages. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's,
Could take a correspondence course over the course of 30 days. Anyway.
yep.
Dashegen finally pipes up. So, what's the situation? I have no idea what anyone here is saying. So,
Yeah,
Ranya,
you guys-
That woman just punched a tree into the ground.
Ranya speaks over Dashegen, speaks
They
in
don't
common
need
to
us.
the rest of the party. Yeah, basically they really don't need us per se. Anything they can, anything we could do for them, they can basically do for themselves.
ask them. Tell them,
can do, I can do better.
tell them
I can
asked
do
if-
anything better than
God
you.
damn it.
Sorry, I had to.
Tell them I asked if they have any challenges or anything that we could undergo to prove ourselves. Yeah, and I think Ranya asked.
I will edit this. I will edit this out of the YouTube version.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, Ranya asked if there were any types of challenges or trials we could undertake to prove ourselves.
Um.
On Dash's behalf.
Okay. So, the lead woman in the Bronze Cape greenery, who you haven't asked her name yet, so I don't know what the hell's wrong with you people. You guys are the rudest intruders in this whole
Ranya's
land.
the one translating.
Darn it, someone with...
I feel like I gave my name
So
first
she,
to be respectful. If she wants to give her name in return, then then that would be of equal respect.
so she takes her braids on the front of her face and just kneads them a little bit, like and she glances around, just having watched you interact with the dinosaur from afar, as well as just steal away her parlay for a good half hour, and it's like,
And I say that your braids are very beautiful.
face made of stone, just like,
Can I roll insight on that face?
Stone.
Yes, no?
sure.
Save it, Talic.
Why not?
We have no idea what's going on, Talic. I don't think you can use that.
Neither do I.
That is one hard woman.
Like,
Christ.
Okay, Ranya scratches his chin for a moment and looks at this woman.
Well, Talic knows what's going on.
I don't know why.
Talic, you kind of know that these people aren't really good with outsiders, possibly due to bad experiences in the past.
Relate to that.
Alec walks up to Ranya and taps him on the shoulder.
Danny, what's up?
They are keeping the distance from us. I have a feeling that something bad happened with a group of visitors that came here.
Ranya nods. I can understand that. My tribe gets adventurers coming in all the time, offering their help. He puts in quotes. And they often leave a lot more trouble than than services rendered.
Are you talking to Talic or to them?
He's talking to Talic at the time, but he thinks for a moment, and
Right.
he looks over at the Laplander woman, bows his head. I can understand your reluctance. My tribe, they often try to persuade adventurers from invading their land and raiding the ruins that are there. Often enough, they awaken things. I find it a little perplexing myself that I am now an adventurer that caused so
Thanks,
much trouble
Peter.
in the
Say it to my
past, but
face.
I assure you, we will do our very best to not leave a stain on your land. DM?
Hang on.
Okay. What are you thinking? Wait. Maybe I should try to roll a persuasion.
Wait for the DM.
Okay. I'm a little bit nervous trying to roll a persuasion right now because
Wait for the DM.
horrible luck.
Just like any chess match, there must be given time before making the next move.
I was made.
Bundle charisma of chess extraordinaire.
I'm actually
Goodness.
pretty good at it.
I was made by the Laplanders. Molded by them.
Odd
Oh well.
indie group.
I
You're welcome to
love
try.
Laplanders.
I didn't think we're that bad.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you won't find anyone more interesting than us.
Sure, you want to roll a persuasion check? Be my guest.
Oh,
sweet.
God. Use your training, Ranya.
I don't have any training!
You got that proficiency.
I do.
I literally
But
trained you
just
for a
in
month.
case,
Roll.
Ranya quickly speaks into Feliana's head. It'll help, sweetie.
First, don't call me sweetie. Second, what do you need help with? I say this out loud.
A little inspiration would be nice.
A little, like a slight hand on his shoulder. No, not his shoulder. His head. You got this. Pat, pat. Inspiration.
For a very small moment, Ranya enjoys the fact that patted. Okay.
Yeah, she's tempted to give
12.
that. Roll that. Roll that
Roll that
inspiration.
1d8.
Yeah. Ooh.
17.
17.
That's not bad.
Her insight modifier is a +10.
It might be. That's the thing.
For the love of God, I hope that that this works, because she has been stonewalling me left and right.
Everyone's
I
been
have-
still
I have
walling
the-
you left and right.
I have the feeling this is the issues Ged was running into.
Yeah.
Time
Apparently,
out, guys, my dad needs me.
Okay, we're just waiting for the DM anyway. So, yeah.
I've been here.
Why did you say
You guys just
anyway?
won't stop talking. It's like, okay, I'll wait until they stop.
Ah.
Yeesh. Well, fine, I'm just gonna go watch my Peak Twins all by myself. I don't need you.
No!
Let's just do the results of Ranya's persuasion, and then we'll call it.
Okay, so
Wow.
Hey, what do you mean call it?
Talic has to go.
Talic has to
Oh.
go.
If you have
Just-
to
Oh,
That's
that
what
means
it
it's-
sounded like.
He said he'd be right back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's a
Don't jump
short
the gun.
session.
Like, yeah, that's our short session ever. Like,
I got the
5
impression
minutes?
he had to go. My bad. Sorry.
No. Don't jump the gun.
At least our one
Jesus.
at least our one viewer is enjoying the show.
I hope they are. Jeez.
Thanks, Pawn. You're a swell dude. Spread the
Love
word.
you, viewers.
I'll give you merch.
oh yeah. Why didn't I do this
We have
before?
merch?
Hold up, guys. Let me give me 1 sec.
I'll get him a black tee with the Dhynamics just written on it in Comic Sans.
Let Ranya's face to be underneath it.
Only if like every other word is every other letter is capitalized.
You know, in a party full of animal people.
I think Doc's trying to say something.
Alex?
Whoa, what was that?
That
I
was
think he
Alex.
closed
My
his
bad,
door.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, dude.
I did the
Hooray!
best I could.
So,
Okay, what did I miss?
Hurrah!
What's with all these D23s?
Oh.
They were goofing around earlier.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So anyway,
Lady
Don't worry
said,
about me.
so Talic, can you still play for a little bit, or you need to go?
I'm good. My dad just wanted me to find him a Klondike bar.
What?
I
The
mean, what would you do?
most demanding of tasks.
Well, what'd you
Yeah,
do?
I
Klondike bar?
misunderstood you having to be right back as you having to go, so that was my bad.
I wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
luckily there was
Damn
one
it,
Klondike
Dash,
bar.
terrifying our skins.
Well, that's good. Glad to
Otherwise,
hear
you'd
that.
have to go to the store. for
What did the bump
Klondike bar.
lady say?
Yes.
So the lip lady thinks a moment and narrows her eyes and looks off in the distance where Ged is currently messing around with Kira, just trying to motion her to just not be so daring in the vegetable patches. And she looks back to you. She's like, and points to Ranya and says, "All right, you outskirts." All of you, outskirts.
Ranya nods. We shall.
What did she say?
You want our food? You do labor.
Ranya
No
nods.
no labor, no food.
This is fair. We work for our part. Ranya speaks back to the guys. Basically, she's telling us to get out and do some work.
Everything the sun touches, our realm. Everything between the rivers, our realm. No hunt. You ask.
Ranya nods. It will be as you say. We will respect your land and your terms.
And feed
Did she say
Hida.
just now?
She's telling us not to hunt stuff and feed the pig.
Alright.
Ranya nods. I shall feed the pig.
Nods and then continues free lifting all the wood she can land.
Ranya stares. I hope
So
you're not going to ask me
how
to do
much
that.
wood? How much wood is there?
Like, have you guys ever played the Bible Adventures game where you can play like Noah's
No.
Ark and certain things like that?
No.
No.
There's a mini game in there where Noah can literally carry 3 animals at a time. Like, this is old NES game, so it's like one animal sprite, and then on top of that, another animal sprite, and then it was a platformer. So she's like lifting like 5 easily 10, 20 kilogram logs.
Are there still tons left?
Like she's managing her own. There's like about 15 other people also carrying wood towards the fireball.
Is there still wood to be carried? Is what I'm asking. Because Dash is gonna like.
They have it all managed.
Ah, damn.
Although there is one log that a child is attempting to carry but spills.
Aww.
Dash will go over and
Insight.
attempt to us. Oh, insight.
Just Asher can.
Just Dash.
All right.
Log's mine!
Wait, what?
Logs by.
I don't understand what that means.
As in that's what's in your head.
You're thinking that that log is yours to go ahead and grab.
I don't want to do that though.
Ranya,
So as you
looking over-
attempt to pick up the log,
Stop stealing
the
the
little
logs.
as you attempt to pick up the log, the little boy go, "No, no," and kicks you in the shins. "No, no, my.
Alright, Dash will back off.
Anyone else can roll insight if they wish.
Wait,
Okay.
by the way,
Oh.
do the children like know common, but the adults don't?
They all know pigeon common.
Oh, okay.
Dash and Talic just like, what the heck was that? Fell and Bundle, you get the idea this is sort of like a rite of passage, like lifting
Aw.
one of these logs and bringing it to the fireball.
Hey Dash, I think you shouldn't you shouldn't take that log.
Well, yeah, I got that impression.
It's this little guy's test.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm gonna go off to feed the pigs. If you guys need me, I'll go be with the pig.
Wait. Before you go,
Where are we supposed to be staying?
Ranya blinks. You
I
do
mean,
that first, then we stay.
I mean, I
She told us to stay on the outskirts, Ranya. You're supposed to tell us this. We don't speak your
outskirts.
language.
Oh yeah, we stay on the outskirts, and we're basically camping out on the outskirts of town, and
Alright.
we work.
All right.
before you go, how about our injured party? He says as he looks over to Phil.
I don't really know what I can do.
She can lift
They didn't
anything.
exactly tell me to give her any sort of work, so.
Wait, what is the word to stay?
Fel.
What is the word for?
You guys can do perception checks, including Fel, to find work appropriate to you.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Alright.
Ranya taps his forehead.
Not bad.
Oh god, fucking! I think I just misclicked. Yeah, I misclicked, but
Survival.
What's your perception?
it's the same. It's a +3.
Alright, so you roll a 13.
What am I tonight?
You are Ranya.
Ranya.
Melon, the halfling druid.
Yeah, no, friggin' mouse wheel decided to
You're
jerk
also
my thing down as
Cody.
I was clicking.
Okay, so Fel, you spot a well. Like an old school, like, Courage the Cowardly Dog, like,
Well, Ranya
I'm-
has his orders.
Oh,
I don't get it.
like a water pump?
yes. Yeah, not a well, dang it.
One of those on my phone. Yeah, tried to get that thing working during the winter season.
Ranya, you just look around and you just see the pig, like, oh, there's the pig.
Pig, you are my only friend. He wanders over the pig.
Bundle, what do you think would be an appropriate job for you to do?
Well, technically it would have been hunting, but they said no hunting.
Nope.
So at this point, since he can't hunt, he would, if there's anything that would require picking from a high area, like fruit trees or maybe picking vegetables off the vine somewhere, that will probably be his best bet.
Okay, you do actually wander over and you see some children attempting to pick some prickleberries, but they are about 10 feet off the ground. They're in like a vine and a tangled vine enclosure, just barely out of the children's reach. And they seem to be attempting to make use with like a box they're standing on to reach them, but they're still slightly out of reach.
Okay, well, I think that's where I'm going to go ahead.
I guess I'll...
Talic,
sorry, go ahead.
and Dash, they still seem to need help chopping the wood, like especially for the smaller children. So you can go to help with them with chopping the wood, just not transporting of it.
Okay. Oh, that looks like a
And
job for us,
Ranya's
Talic.
got his new pet.
So,
Do we
technically...
Do we actually need to roleplay this out, or are we good?
If you guys want to, you don't have to.
Eh,
I get it. I get it. You don't like my campaign that much.
No!
There's some things I can just perfectly be fine fading to black. Is my
Alright.
opinion.
Montage.
Yeah, like seems like
All right, I won't
montage
have you
scenario.
roll for this. I'll say you're competent enough.
I mean, you can still have us roll, but
No, it's not necessary.
Okay.
No, not yet. Save your suffering.
So yeah, you guys fade.
Okay, so-
We're gonna fade to black and just say that after a good evening's worth of work, you just managed to pull together all your resources, and Fel helped out with just getting buckets of water for the younger children to carry over towards the fire pit and to the big Quonset hut type structure. And yeah, you all gather on the outskirts of the settlement. Well, camp, more like nomadic settlement. What would you call a nomadic, like, settlement? Encampment. Yeah. So you move about half a click out. You move about half a click outside of the like border where like the last tents are, and you put it up there, and you see Kira and Ged also reasonably closer. Like you're about halfway. They're about halfway between you and the encampment in terms of distance. And they also just made themselves a little fire. They start making this as a stew.
Stew.
With them being close by, I figured why not just have them camp out near us. So I offer the olive branch, so to speak.
Oh no, why don't you move closer to them?
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, they have a fire going already.
Bundle gets up, goes over to the two of them.
Also, can I roll a perception check to see where Hygric and Belxis are? Or are they just gone?
Roll a perception.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, it's just, you can only see the fire, and it's like, oh, sweet, there are people there.
Right there.
Ranya,
Bundle,
also, you can only see the fire.
But Bundle goes ahead and...
Fire.
Never mind then. I'll admit now? Hooray.
Yeah.
But Bundle goes over to Kira and Ged and say, we can camp near each other. I mean, we are already acquainted, I'm sure.
Kira looks over to Ged. Oh, look at him. So forward. Ged just absently stirs the stew.
Bundle just kind of sighs and says, I'm sure none of us will bite, though you might want to watch the halfling.
Yeah, she's gonna call over. Wanted to hang out with your girlfriend, eh, Bundle? Obviously just trying to give him shit.
Bundle bites his teeth and just goes,
very fun.
Well, he shouts back, "Why don't you go find yours, damn it!"
And out of nowhere, Hygric just walks up with a big bundle, with a big, forgive the use of the word, a bundle of sticks, as well as some roots. He's like, dum 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 dum. It's like, thank you, my silent friend. Yes.
I thought you were gonna say a bundle of bundles.
Oh my bundles.
A bundle.
A very abundant of bundles.
You're
Perception.
done?
Wait, perception?
No. I was saying bundleception.
Bundleception.
Oh,
you cut off on the bundle part. But
yeah,
not
we
on
only heard
section.
ception.
But yes, Bundle still offers the olive branch. Seeing Hygric, though, after he just said, "Why don't you go find yours?" As he yelled back at Dash, he's like, "Oh, well, speak of the devil. I'm sure she's around then."
Ged and Hygric could just look at each other and look at you guys like, So you wanna pull up a seat? Oh wait, you probably don't travel with chairs, do you? Oh, sorry, I've got these travel seats, so you could have one. I'm just busy stirring.
Assuming we're merging camps, Dash is gonna go ahead and at least help Feliana hobble on over.
Thanks, Dash.
Bundle's gonna go ahead and gather up our camping equipment and move it closer to theirs.
Ranya is currently riding the pig to camp.
Wait.
I
Really?
think you were already with us, Ranya, and I don't think they'd want you to take their pig.
I didn't take it. It followed me.
No.
I gave it food.
That is the DM's choice, not yours.
Okay.
You got a nat 20 earlier. I'm allowing it for now.
Yay!
See, now it's all right.
I'm just like riding on the pig, like, good girl.
But after getting everything set up, Bundle looks around, noticing that someone's missing. He looks over to Hygrick and says, "Where's Belixis?"
Shrugs.
Where's Talic?
You hear, Talic?
I'm still here.
Okay, good.
No sounds coming out of your mic,
He's
Talic.
silently fuming, as always.
He said something. Oh.
He's catatonic! Quick!
No.
Whoa, that was a beep.
I heard
Yes.
him.
Now we hear you.
Yes, that's good. I just had a real weird beep when you did that.
What the hell? How come I could hear him and you guys couldn't?
For some reason, I think in this channel specifically, Discord likes to bug out. At least for me.
No. Odd. Don't worry, Talic. I still heard you.
But since we're all here and together and able to converse, let's, relax. Have a rousing round of, let me think, what do I have in my pack? Well, wait, you're making stew, aren't you, Ged?
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough for all of us, though? I kind of figured he'd only be making enough for him and Kira.
Well, I was gonna offer.
Well,
some of
now
that
that
food.
now that our silent companion here has brought me more ingredients, I can do whatever I want.
Fair enough.
By the way, the ingredients that you got for that stew, you asked the people here if you could have it, yes? Or did you...
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Gedrick.
Ged.
Ged.
Godric? Ged? Yes.
Ged.
I'm
The
asking-
human or the orc?
Asking the human first, because he's currently stewing the stew. If the ingredients that he procured from for the stew is of his own, or if he procured them with or without permission.
He just points out to the riverside and just shrugs.
Wait, wouldn't that be against their rules?
Bundle just shrugs. I won't tell if he won't.
No, fair enough.
Ranya stares down at the pig. You good on this, buddy?
Squeak.
Okay. Cool. We got the pig's permission.
I'm sure that's the highest permission in the land, then.
I mean, sure.
It is for Ranya.
But that being said, Bundle's going to offer up one of his rations to add to the food to make enough food for everybody.
What do I have for rations? I imagine I have like jerky or something.
They're just rations.
Alex is going to sit down and look through the book of symbology, hopefully to find something that which can help him out.
Ranya offers 2 of hhis rations as well. That's 7. I don't really need rations since I'm able to make good berries.
And I believe someone had wanted to do story, cough, cough, nudge, nudge.
Who is Bundle cough cough nudge nudging?
This is me. This is me.
Oh, okay.
Ranya sits and...
Also, Brett's not here. I think he's muted.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry about the background noise.
That's okay.
Whoa, what the? You started speaking when your mic was muted on my end.
What?
While he's speaking. Moving on.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's magic.
Magic. Ranya's currently sitting against the boar who's like hanging around the fire. And
Yes, you guys are adding your rations to the stew material?
Yes.
I added more rations.
We added, I think, so far 3.
And
Okay.
he's currently...
Dash will go ahead and add a ration, but he will say, so are we trying to make this just one enormous stew, or why are we adding so much?
There are enough of us here to need a proper feast, I would say.
Fair enough.
I was
Yeah,
just resigning myself to making you an excellent sweet corn chowder.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Well, now you're getting at least one ration from all of us
Yeah.
to throw into it.
Rash.
I put it
It
in
could
two.
What sort of strange concoction this will make? No one will know.
Mm.
Well, either way, we'll all be full and happy by the end of it.
I'm not
Also-
going to be giving any more good berries. I'm pretty sure good berries and sweet corn is not great.
But Bundle will ask, does anyone have any wine? Or
Have any
mead?
what?
Have any wine, mead, or ale?
Nope.
No.
I have drake meat. What good is that? The question is.
Wait, how long have you had that meat?
Did you properly prepare that meat so it lasts a while? It has been well over a month since we've gotten it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys did spend a month. You guys should be out of rations by now.
Oh shit! So
No, hold up. We spent a month. In Trut.
Yes. That is-
Also, I'm pretty sure Bundle...
Are you gonna tell me you
bought
guys ate out every meal?
we had no
Okay.
choice.
Okay. No. That would be.
I thought we were just eating I thought we were just eating the food from the inn.
That's what I thought we were eating too. And that's
Same
what I
here.
thought- That's what I thought I
Yeah.
paid for.
Yeah. Damn.
If I need to give up a little more gold because of that, then cool. But let me
Like
know.
I think you said you purchased 3 rations for people.
In the Explorers Pack, it gives everybody.
No.
Ten-
Before you left Trut, I thought you said before you left you gathered everyone 3 rations, or was that before the training?
I got everybody 3 Explorers Pack, a bedroll, and
Okay, yeah. So everyone should have been up to 10 rations at the beginning of the journey to the Undersider Pass.
yes, that's correct.
Except for Dash, because he already had one. He already had a pack. So how many rations should I be down now? I was at 7, gave him a ration, so I was at 6. How many rations should I have gone through at this point,
Well-
realistically?
Well, technically, we use what 2 days to get to the underpass.
DM, am I out of rations?
You could have asked your compatriots for a ration. I'm pretty sure they would have gave you a couple.
Ranya
Yeah,
gives,
what-
I'm asking for inventory's sake. Like, am I at 6 rations or am I lower?
Did you start
You
at
want
10?
You didn't
I
accept
really don't need
you
mine.
didn't you did not accept an explorer's pack.
Yeah, I did not. And
You would
I
have been
was
down
at
to 0
7.
rations.
So I'm down. So I didn't have a ration to offer over then. I guess I've eaten all my rations.
Ranya...
Oh wait, shit, I'm out of rations.
Ranya hands
Some I still
Dashegen
have
5
none
of his
because I forgot
rations.
to eat half the time.
Thanks, Ranya.
Yeah, I got good berries. I'm good for a while.
Berries for days.
Berry
Bumble,
Berry.
berries. Call me the
Bumbles.
berry daddy.
Bumble size.
No.
Oh boy. Bumble size and hands Dash the Explorers Pack he didn't take. It's not like I'm going to be able to give this back to the shopkeep. There's 10 rations in here.
I'll just take the rations because carrying 2 of these seems a little overboard for me.
Well, just Bundle takes out the rations out of the pack and hands them to Dash.
Alright.
But anyway, at this point, we have food for days, and there's a stream with plenty of water, and I'm sure we can find ways to entertain ourselves. He says as he plops back next to Kira.
Yeah, there's always stories.
She's gonna raise a brow at that, like, jeez,
Kira should roll
forward's too easy a word for you.
What?
So, like I said, I hate wanting to hang out with your girlfriend, Dave.
Oh, what? You want to play cat's cradle with me?
When I require a silver spoon.
Oh my.
No, it requires string, Dragonborn.
You at least got that reference.
Just
Yes,
because
I got it.
I want to hang out with those of my race as well does not mean I want to just. He thinks about what he's about to say and says, "You know what? Never mind."
That make me a little boy blue.
You just get on with it already.
But Bundle just looks at Fel to play us a song or something before I end up throttling somebody.
I mean,
Bundle is currently down at least 12 hit points.
I am.
No?
I am. Yeah, we never took a rest.
His face is still a bit puffy.
Yeah, it's still the same day.
If my fur was not black, he would have a black eye.
I mean,
The
I
blackest
guess so.
panther.
Bundle, why are you so beat up, man? You have to take better care of yourself.
Bundle glares at Ranya.
Forget, did I make that insight check as to why he was being beaten up or no?
I think you
I
did.
I'm pretty sure you didn't make it.
No, I
No,
think
no,
you did.
No, I did. I think you did, though. But
Let's wait for the DM to tell us what happened.
do you remember?
Yes, you did make an insight. I believe Talic was able to read. No. Wait a minute.
I saw everything. I know that.
Yes, yes. 25. What was 25 again? That was. Yeah,
Do we want to re-roll insight to see why he's so beaten up?
Sure, you can.
Or
I'ma do it. I did it.
I don't think I know.
That's a beaten bundle.
Yes, a skeleton.
and it's not like I'm trying to hide it.
Yeah, all of
can
you.
clearly see.
Yeah, all of you barely get the impression that wow, Velxis sure was mad. Huh, she's still not here yet. Huh.
Get the feeling he's so beat up because of you, Ranya.
Money nods. Want some good berries?
Believe a word of thanks to Bundle is in order, Ranya.
He's still glaring at him. He's not saying anything.
Glaring at Ranya.
Yes.
I did thank him. You let Ranya thoughts aside. You really shouldn't have done that. It was my fault and my price to pay. But you did do it. And I thank you for that.
Well, we're a team now, so
And in turn, Bundles just says, "Do you know what a pack is, Ranya?"
I know what a tribe is. I know that everyone here is not hin.
Were there no wolves where you come from, Ranya?
There were,
So you should know what a pack is.
and I do. I didn't
And
say
that's
that I
what I
didn't know.
asked. That's what Bundle asked. Do you know what a pack is?
A pack is different from a tribe.
Very different. Substantially.
Talic mumbles to himself. Is there a thunder being in this book? There has to be.
What's reading there, Bundle? I mean, Talic.
Book of symbology. Found their symbols for the god tamer Ronan, which I gotta go back to the blacksmith lady to retrieve the gauntlet.
We'll do that. We'll do that again.
But I'm just trying to locate a proper god for myself.
You want the god? You want the god Rodan as your god?
Not him.
Yeah, gods are overrated.
Ranya looks over at Dashegen.
There's a reason I worship my ancestors over Bahamut.
Ranya grimaces. There's a reason why I worship the god over my ancestors.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
My opinion is if Bahamut actually wanted to look out for me, why would he have had me born like this when realistically both my mother and my father only had traces of metallic ancestry? You know?
Maybe it's because he wanted you to rise above it. Who knows? Maybe you can then. Maybe you'll have the chance to ask him one day.
Okay, so Ged produces bowls of sweet corn chowder for you, as well as from your rations you gave him a big old bowl of trail mix.
Woo!
Hey!
Tramix!
Yummy.
Nom nom.
But instead of raisins, he has dates, and it's good. These were mediocre to good rations. These weren't quite the premium blue diamond rations that they offer at some establishments.
They're rations. What else would you expect?
Bundle's just like, I pay what I can get for them.
Ranya looks over at.
I've never heard of. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Dash was just gonna come. I've never ever heard of deluxe rations. So.
What would deluxe rations be?
Expensive.
Yes.
I hear that the rich folk. Ranya looks over at Feliana. They like caviar.
Do you even know that she's rich?
Yeah, exactly.
I know
I
that
did
she's
not tell
well
my story.
I know that she must be well off by the clothes that she
Roll
wears. She's
insight
one of those.
for that.
She is a performer, dude. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
called
And plus
costume
the
clothes for a
clothes.
reason.
Yeah, insight.
Clothes got destroyed.
Okay, you've got a hunch. You have no proof.
Yeah, I have a theory that she came from well-off sources. Her clothes are finer.
So I was
than the
gonna
rest,
say that's
why-
insight with disadvantage because you haven't talked to her for shit.
Wait, are you saying this out loud, Ranya?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's Ranya looks over Feliana. So, where do you come from?
Tammin.
Tammin?
Just about. Tammin. It's just about south of. Yeah, right over there on the map. Just about south of Redcourt and.
North.
North.
North. Sorry, damn it. I'm looking at it the wrong way. Damn it.
You're from Fort Pitt too?
No.
Goodness.
Fort Pitt.
I don't
Wait,
think
is it-
Ranya's-
Isn't Tammin real close to here?
Yeah, we could probably go visit her home.
I would not recommend that. There's a reason why I left.
Why is that?
Ged pipes up. I believe the colloquial term is the rich bitches.
Yes, that's what we're mostly referred to as.
Datch is just keeping his mouth shut because he knows this story, I think.
You know part of it, actually.
Ranya blinks.
Yeah, I know part of it, and I think that part's still enough for Dash to understand why she doesn't want to go back.
What do female dogs have to do with this?
Bumble raises a brow, hearing that where she comes from. Just how well off is your family then?
Wait, how well off is my family? I actually didn't prepare this. Damn it.
How many carts did we buy?
Ball's in your court, girl.
Shit.
She was able
Not my
to,
fault you didn't prepare nothing.
she and her family were able to come out east to where I lived, which is not a short journey in the slightest, so it probably took a lot of money.
I'm just imagining that...
My family name is pretty known for our performances that we organize. Hence, raises her violin. You know.
What's your family's name?
Tadarel.
Does
That
ring a
means
bell?
I can alter the thing now.
Woo!
I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to fail this, but...
History checks, I'm assuming.
Sure.
It's you guys. I'm going with wisdom.
Actually, would I be straight or would I be disadvantaged? Because
It doesn't help.
Yeah, Talic, it's a history check, dude.
Because on one hand, I'm not from here, but on the other hand, she did visit. She did visit.
Shit.
I'm a wise rabbit.
Okay, am I doing a normal or disadvantage?
Normal, since you know her.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm be the only one of us to actually do it.
History. Nope.
Damn it!
Well, she tells me her family's rich.
Well,
Yeah, Dash would just say that.
Everyone else is like, well, that name sounds rich, so I guess so.
I like to think that she's actually the tiefling version of Batman.
And Talic does not give a care, and he keeps looking through the book of symbology.
wow, Dick.
Maybe my characters aren't entirely derivative, Denib!
Well, I'm surprised you guys. Well, I'm not surprised that you guys don't know this name. We're not exactly famous after more than Tammin and Redport, but we're pretty well off.
My tribe seemed to really enjoy you when you guys visited.
Yes, my mother was incredible, credible then. Sad smile on her face. And so first, let me ask this: do you want to hear my story? I won't bother if you guys don't. She's asking this to the group in general.
Are you sure you feel comfortable about it?
Yeah,
Rough.
I am.
Ranya
I've been meaning to get this
over
out.
closer. He butt scoots his way closer to Feliana doing an Indian style sit, and sits like a kid waiting to hear a story.
Yeah, Dash
But yeah,
looks
there's more people in the
genuine.
area. I haven't been rolling for Ged and people. Okay, so that's good. He knows.
He knows.
Who knows?
No.
Hygrick could care. Kira has an idea. And Belks, nope.
Wait, Alex is there?
We don't know that. Dash looks genuinely real concerned.
So yeah, Kira and Ged have an idea.
Of my family name or story?
They know the rudimentaries of your family.
Okay.
Like where you're
Well-
located, what your primary occupations were, and I don't know. They have a map to Fantasy Star's home.
Felt kind of like she puts a hand on Dash's. It's fine, Dash. I want to tell the story. Plus, there are a few parts that you may not know.
Mm. I'll probably make two of us. Go ahead.
So, well, my family is the Tadarel name is mostly known for the performances that we organize and organized. We perform for various different, from parties to festivals to just about almost anything. If the price is right, of course. She kind of laughed at that. But my family, primarily from what I remember most of the time, was me, my mother, Caroline Tadarel, my father, Thymos. She says that name with disgust. My sister, Anihala, and my brother, Henrik.
How do you spell those?
Oh, Caroline? Let me put it here. Hold up.
And I think I got Caroline. It was the other three.
Oh, alright, I got it. 1 sec. Thymos. There it is. We were pretty happy for a family, all tieflings. We had fun learning with our mother about regarding the musical arts. Anyhow, really liked to learn with my dad regarding the more economical business. Me and Henrik just wanted to perform, so we stayed more with our mother. My father was he was fairly cold-shouldered to me specifically. I don't know why, but he was. And can't say I care right now. Anyway, so yeah, in Tammin, I mostly spend my life there, learning in the performing business and the bardic arts, studying as much as I was able to regarding arcane, and well, just trying to have a good life with my family and friends. Until one day, when I was 15, during that year, my mother said she was going on a trip alone. She didn't want to bring my dad, neither any of us. But she gave us all three kisses goodbye, and she left that day. She told us that she was supposed to be back in around 3 days or so, but she didn't. She never came back. And all we have to basically see like that she went was a note sent to us anonymously. All it said was, "I'm sorry." After that, it kind of went downhill. My father, he turned into well, I can't say he turned into. He probably was that way that entire time. He the performances we organized, they were no longer about making like bringing out joy or just making money for something that makes us happy. Each time we performed, be it festivals, be it balls, he would hire a group of thieves to steal from all the compatriots that were in that vicinity. He was doing it for his own gain, and he wasn't stopping. Anihala was basically my only light of hope in that place. Well, she's my big sister. She was like a mother to me and Henrik, and she helped a lot. She confronted my dad a lot, and I was always there whenever she needed help. 2 years later, another bad thing happened. It was a normal day, like any other. We were just going about our regular stuff, avoiding our dad, going to college, going to school, coming back, normal stuff. Anihala comes up to me when we're about to go to bed, and she says, "You know I love you, right?" And I'm like, Of course I know that you're my sister. I love you more than anything." And she smiled and she said, "Good, love you too, Squirt." And we went to bed that night. When I woke up, the bed, I went to her room to wake her up, and it was empty. I just assumed that she had gotten up early, and I left it be for the time being. Until night. She hadn't come back. She hadn't given any word that she was gonna go anywhere, that she was gonna spend a night out of the house. So I went. So despite my best action, despite my my best intention, I went into her room to see if she was okay. There was a note on the bed that it basically the note said, "I'm sorry, but I need to go." The same thing as my goddamn mother. I looked around. I looked everywhere, and there were clothes missing from her from wardrobe. She had packed up and she had left, just leaving with me and Henrik. I was sad, of course. She had left without a word, without even saying where she was going to go to either me, without even giving a little clue as to what she was going to. As to where she was going. I don't know why. 1 week after that, there was another one of the performances, and I was sick and tired of it, and I went to confront my father. I probably shouldn't have done that. Because that day, I got these. She kind of shifts around, and she pulls up the back of her shirt to show her back. It's riddled to the brim with scars, specifically whip scars.
Dashigan's eyes go wide. He never knew this.
Yeah. guess you could say I'm already used to pain. She kind of like, gives a slight laugh. Why didn't Ranya roll a constitution save?
Ranya's currently growling.
Ranya, calm down.
His lycanthropy's kicking in, it's fine.
He doesn't have lycanthropy.
He's a were owl.
No.
Oh, where owl?
If Ranya was just got lycanthropy, he'd be done.
He'd be a were owl.
No. There's a much greater thing that would happen to him if that happened.
Alright, let Bell go.
Yeah.
But after that, I didn't think I could that I could take it. But I wanted to be there. I wanted to keep Henrik safe. I couldn't risk it. That he would get the same, that this would happen to him. Ah, yes, I forgot to say. Annie Hall is about she's about 4 years older. So, and Henrik, he's 5 years younger than me. He's 19. You're gonna need this for the con. So I stayed, and I promised Henrik that as soon as I could get enough money without Dad knowing, we're both gonna get out of here. We're both gonna go, and we're never gonna go back. And he was like, he was on board with this. He didn't want this anymore. So over the course of about 3 years, me getting more of these, just points to her back, and a little bit of these. She kind of like gestures to like the tiny little scars on her face. We were finally ready. We were finally gonna go. We didn't know where we were gonna go, but we had to go somewhere. We could not stay there. And damn it, she kind of like puts like her head in her hands for a sec. She takes a deep breath. When I was 21, Henrik told me he was going to the marketplace as normal. He told me that. I was like, okay, fine. Here's some money in case like you want to buy. You were gonna buy something. He's like, I already have money. What do you do? It's good like that. He went there, and I assumed he was gonna he's normally there for like an hour or two, and then he comes back home. He back home, but he didn't. 2 days later, I'm worried out of my goddamn mind, but Plymos, he still didn't care. He didn't give a fucking damn. So that's why all this time, and I spent 2 years or so trying to find at least a small trace of him. A tiny little trace of where either him or my sister could have gone, but I couldn't find anything. My only best bet was Belksis because she told me that she possibly might have seen Anihala, but I wouldn't count on it because it's been almost a decade. What's going to change now? And finally, I decided that fuck this, fuck him. I love my friends. I love the people that I've met here, but I cannot stay here anymore. And I left. I left and I never looked back.
Dash is gonna attempt to give Feliana a hug because now he is
She
sad.
accepts she accepts the hug. She needs a hug right now.
Yeah.
The only memory I have from there is this. She pulls out. She takes off her locket that was on her around her neck, and she opens it. She hands it to Dash first.
Dash will take a look.
Dash, you see a family, somehow a small family portrait of a woman who looks much older, and next to her is a very serious red golden knight tiefling man. Underneath them is not underneath, but also in the same photo is maybe like adolescent looking 15-year-old tiefling girl with black hair, golden eyes and a very happy smile on her face. And next to her is a small blue, not as small, but a small blue tiefling, blue tiefling that looks kind of like a younger version of Fel. And next to Fel is not next to this Fel in the locket. Just to say that is a lilac colored tiefling, black hair and golden eyes. That's my family.
Tymos looks like he has a very punchable face, Dash says as he offers the locket back.
I take it back.
That's a face I would punch.
Trust me, if I would do so much more than punch his face. But anyway, sorry to bring down the mood, but yeah, that's how my story.
So, do you still wish to find your mother and sister then?
Of course. That's
Ranya?
of course, not just my mother and sister, but yes, my mother, she left on her own accord. My sister, she left on her own accord, but Henrik, he disappeared. He didn't take anything. He just disappeared.
Ranya nods.
He's primarily on my...
I can understand your feeling. I'm searching for someone too. But they can wait.
No, who are you looking for?
Ranya smiles. It's just the trickster that my mother knew. He made a deal with her, and he kept his deal. And now I'm just kind of looking for him, trying to see if I can make a deal with him. Exchange for his aid. But I don't exactly have a time limit on that at the moment. Sooner would rather be better than later. So if I can help you with yours, it would probably be more of a better use of my time than trying to accomplish mine at the moment.
Thank you, Ranya. She smiles at Ranya. But that's mostly why I really want to help Dash with the team I've chosen, because his sister might be there, and yeah, I want to.
And I want to help you find your family as well.
Thanks.
Part of me is tempted to ask how come you never told me about the scars, but in all fairness, I never told you how I got my scars either.
It's okay. I respect that. I didn't tell you then because it didn't seem important at the time. Plus, I didn't think anyone was ever going to see them. Not exactly in the most seeable place.
Meanwhile, Dash has scars all over his torso,
Exactly.
his face. Oh yeah, no, I forgot to say he definitely has scars on his face too. Now that I realize.
Ranya barely has a scratch on him, and there's reasons for that.
When I was with the Chosen, I'll just say most of my scars are not from my combat exploits.
You feel Talic would wipe a spot on his left ear, showing a scar.
I have a bump in the back of my head.
We're all just a bunch of broken misfits, aren't we? What about you, Bundle? Any scars?
Bundle just points to his face after he's been beating the hell out of him.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
Like clap.
That one.
But he does hope that, well, after he does that, he did that more as a joke, but he says, not that I'd understand most tabaxi kind of do the whole wandering around thing as well, we don't like to stay in one place as it is, so I can't say that I relate, but if they're that important to you to find, I'm sure we'll run into some leads, and we'll look into that.
As like, right now my priority is mostly Henrik, because, yeah. But as for my mother and my sister, if I can find them, I'm going to have a sternly worded chat with them for as to why they left without a trace. Because honestly, I think I deserve at least that.
Yeah. And if we ever run into Thymos, I'll hold him still, and I'll give you my greatsword so you can shove it up his ass.
Sheila. Thank you, Dash. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. He gives her a thumbs up.
Thumbs up back. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Wait, why the fuck did that be? Oh, wait, that was my last constitution save. Okay, that's a healing word.
Are you casting Cure Wounds on him?
I'm casting a healing word on him at 2nd level.
On a
On
bundle?
Bundle.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was trying to heal her scars. Like, dude, that's not how that works.
Yeah, dude,
No.
They're not going.
You lost
In
hit
fact,
points.
Yeah, I did. I lost a lot of hit points. Gotta get that crap.
I know
Yeah,
that
okay.
he's probably gonna
Okay,
try.
so bundle, you get 8 points of health back.
All right.
I know he probably is going to get him back anyway once he goes to bed, but
Well, now his face is less puffy.
yeah. I imagine he's in less pain than he was before.
He can actually feel his
What?
tongue.
So,
But if we ever go to Chairman or Redport, bring it on. I'm not scared of him anymore. I'm not scared of him anymore.
Did we ever... I forget. Was Feliana's lead for one of her siblings in Redport? Like, did we actually get a lead for that or no?
Belks has said something about it, but she would only say it for the right price. Because, as you know, a girl's gotta eat.
Fair enough.
I'll say this. If
Sorry,
I
Dan.
reach into my pocket again, she's getting a mace.
bye.
You know, you brought up Belksis, right?
I did. I actually asked her about this.
Wonder where she is right now.
Same here. We haven't seen her.
Perception check.
I kind of wanted to have a word with her, but
Can I roll perception to
Sure.
try to find Belksis?
I have a feeling she doesn't want
That's
that to be
funny.
right now.
She's been sitting about just 5 yards outside the fire pit circle this whole time.
Oh shit.
Dash is gonna call over. Belksis!
He looks around.
Why is that not 20?
I only got a 14.
Yes! Here we go.
What you see? What is it, Talic?
I believe I found the proper god that I need.
What is it? What?
What?
The proper god?
Or
What
what?
you need or Paylor?
Oh, okay.
Wait, why do I know that god?
It's
Because
Paylor,
he's
man.
also a god to that of druids.
Wait, what?
Wait, is Palor a god in this universe?
Was gonna say, wait a minute.
Is he?
Are you gonna become Solaire from Dark Souls? Praise the sun.
I want
Yeah,
to.
Praise the sun.
Because I am reading him right now. Is the god of the sun, light.
Where
strength,
did you
and
pull
healing.
this information, Talic?
Hmm?
Oh, there.
He linked it. Just straight up Wikipedia.
You went to
Straight.
Wikipedia.
Actually typed in gods for D&D E5, and this was the name that popped that I seen as I was scrolling through them.
He is a god.
Not gonna lie. It's a god.
The problem though is there's already a sun god in this universe, sadly.
Yeah, Azrael.
Yeah,
The
Azrael.
sun.
Someone has been taking notes.
I have this
Same
whole
here.
pantheon.
I wasn't
written
referring to
down.
you, Dash.
Okay.
Technically, we can always say that they're all the same god. They just go
Yeah.
by different names.
5E deities, there we go.
It'd be quite easy for Brett to say that my death god is actually the death god of his pantheon as well.
Oh no,
just-
she's a sub god.
She's only subpar.
She's
Are
a
Muhammad and Tiamat in the main pantheon or no?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, it's not showing up on the D&D wiki.
Is a sub god different
know.
from a demigod?
I know because it's my god.
He homebrewed, man.
Homebrew, my dude. Homebrew.
Homebrew.
I might ask you to pay attention. This may be on the test.
Val kind of. She looks to Ged and
Oh God,
Hygric.
it's gonna be a
Sorry
test.
to bring down the mood there. Didn't mean to.
It's no different than my day-to-day with me just hurting everything and everyone around me.
Is that Hygric?
No, that was good.
Okay.
No, Hygric's just like calmly munching his corn chowder and trail mix, like.
No.
Side note, I'm kind of surprised you didn't say anything when we brought up Tiamat's chosen yet.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll insight
Excuse
on
me as I
that.
roll an insight.
Oh, bloody hell.
That's a 17.
Okay, you got better than us.
Alright, you get the idea he has had experience with the name Tiamat's Chosen, and that's really all I'm gonna give you.
Dash just looks right into Ged's soul. What do you know about them?
Tiamat
Is it-
chose them, and they're not good for the rest of humanity? In Drakenbjorn?
Not info I already have, damn. Actively hunting them, so any info anyone can give me about them is welcome info.
It's a man with big puffy eyes with both ears leaned back.
Are you trying to persuade Ged to give us more info?
Persuasion.
How does too cute?
I think your mic went silent, Talic.
Hello?
Okay.
There we go.
Yellow.
I could hear him.
His mic keeps cutting out from me.
I must have a direct line to Talic.
Okay, do I roll it normal or with advantage? Since he's taller than me and I'm smaller.
Normal.
Damn, you do really not want this information.
No, because he's still larger than him, and he passed.
Ah.
So...
It failed me.
Just the way the dice roll, man. So... Ged's just... They're bad. Yes.
Are you sure that's all you know? I'm gonna roll persuasion as well.
Yup.
I will go with
Nope.
intimidation.
Yep. Alright, disadvantage.
Saying might as well just roll what they were. Just might as well. I was saying to Dash.
Anyone else want to try to persuade? Yes,
Persuade.
the yes,
Ranya,
Persuade.
persuade.
I'm going to be
Persuade
nice.
the clumsy man.
Hold on, I can try.
Ranya stands up and he walks over to Ged. He bows his head to the man. My friend Dashegen, he was never a part of Tiamat's order. He was
Back
never
there,
a
I got
part.
most of my scars when they kidnapped me and my tribe.
He only wants to know. He only wants the information on them, so that he can find the people that he cares about. If you can give us any information, if you can shed any sort of light on this at all, I'm sure your god would smile upon you. He's going
Please,
to quickly
God.
tap his own. He's going to quickly tap his own wrist. Yes, a 15 and
That
yeah.
was a perception. What's your persuasion?
4.
What's your
Okay,
persuasion
okay.
modifier?
Oh, it's actually stronger than my perception, so it's 1 point extra.
So
okay.
that's 20.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, for getting that that extra that proficiency.
Now forget to roll.
You're welcome. Wait a minute, isn't he a priest?
He is a priest.
that's the problem.
Cracking the knife. It's time to pull out that.
I
that-
am
my
playing towards
persuasion.
his holy nature. I'm sure his god would in fact smile on him if he were to lend aid wherever he can.
Well, let's let DM speak.
Ged sighs as he just spoons himself another little sip of chowder and is like, look, I'm not supposed to interfere with these peoples. They leave our shrines alone and we don't go after them. And as long as the borders are kept, we don't interfere. Yeah.
Are you not?
Well, we're
You will
not part of your people now, are we?
Your
You
name
wouldn't
will never be
you wouldn't
brought
get
up.
in trouble for us going after them.
There's also the specific thing called the backstabbing clause.
Wait,
The what?
Why is there a clause for this? They're evil. Dash
I-
wholeheartedly believes this. He could be wrong, but he wholeheartedly believes this.
I think they have that clause because they're evil.
I think I might.
And it
smell
goes
a bit
both
of a
ways.
loophole.
So what you're saying is your religious sect or whatever condones the kidnapping, beating, and murdering of children.
Ooh, shit.
The young and the innocent.
Would it make you feel better if I told you if I told you no?
Oh, no.
Considering that makes it sound like you'd be lying? No.
Talic proceeds to stand up with the mace in hand. You better start talking now before I start swinging.
Lawful good.
Bundle,
Alex, shut up.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Bundle.
Bundle raises his hand as if to give pause to Talic, and says aloud, "Now, even the church and any other sect have their reasons for doing what they do. Us goading, or in this case, intimidating," he says as he looks over to Dash, "would only make things worse."
What do you think?
Well, like I said, gods are overrated. He's saying just to
Still,
blatantly insult him now.
Cool.
And then Bundle retorts, "So the one who fixed Fell's foot is overrated."
Point taken.
Go live will remember that.
Talic sits back down on the log. Bloody hell.
Go back to reading your book, Bunny.
Dash. What's the correct word? It's not submitted. It's not.
No. Relented.
By the way, Dash relented. So.
Relents, I believe. Okay. Sorry. English major. Anyway. Ranya nods. Well, start to think for a moment, trying to think if there's a way to word something so that he could get him to indirectly give them aid without like harming any sort of treaty. Oh God!
Could he make an intelligence check to see if he can think of anything?
I hate that I'm the one doing this.
Oh.
Ranya scratches his chin. DM?
Let DM answer the question real quick.
What?
Can he make an intelligence check to figure out if he can figure out a way to basically get to slip on the details without actually getting in trouble?
Indirectly aid us in this.
Yeah.
Get outright tells you, look, your best bet is not to talk to me. Your best to talk to someone who, I don't know, knows me?
Dash looks to Kira.
Same here.
Kira looks to
Ranya
get
bows his-
Kira looks to get with this look of betrayal, like, oh come on.
Did I miss?
Why have you forsaken me?
What did I miss?
Ranya slips Ged 10 gold.
No!
A tribute to your god.
We've been over this.
Tribute to your... Oh.
Yeah, gold doesn't work as a tribute.
Okay.
Unless you're in a really bad part of the clergy, gold does
however,
not work.
potentially
Besides,
pay
you don't
for
even know what that
information.
gold's been.
It does, however, potentially pay for information if a certain party is willing to part with it, he says as he looks at Kira.
He nods. And he, fingers his 10 gold.
Kira looks between you guys. Ged. Hygric. Belks is like, oh, God.
Sorry, Kira.
I don't want to.
I know you don't want to. Well, you gotta.
On a serious note, I would very greatly appreciate it.
Bundle
You
thinks
just-
about it for a second and says, "I'll let you punch me."
Oh my god.
Bundle, you already hurt.
What do I look like? A dragon? What do I look like? A pissed off Drakenbjorn?
And Dash would look to Bundle and say, "Are you sure you're not a masochist?"
Roger raises his hands. That's me.
Forced to tell us anyway.
No.
Oh, holy crap! Talic is supposed to be lawful good.
He is
I'm
definitely
going
not.
to start altering your character sheet, dude.
Well, I mean, this is the dynamic
Oh,
of
he
good
has
and
a
evil.
concussion that's messing with his thought pattern.
He's
Ah,
not
kind of
gonna-
always been like this, though.
You've always been kind of
yes, he has.
chaotic, belligerent.
Chaotic neutral paladin.
Has there any
I
point
expected
where
that.
Talic hasn't resorted to violence first?
I like that alignment. Chaotic belligerent.
Is that even a thing?
It
will
is
be
now.
now.
It is now.
Okay. Ranya starts like flicking the gold between.
Yeah,
his
you
fingers.
might lose your paladin status, dude, because you are not acting lawful good.
I'll stop behaving. Feeling. No.
Well, not.
You asked to play a paladin. Paladins are lawful good, unless they're oath breakers. In which case,
That's a whole other story. A whole
Don't
other
do
painful
Oathbreakers-
story.
Do Oathbreakers get specific, like specific feats and such?
yeah, I believe they lose a lot of. They have replacements for their features because I believe they lose lay on hands, they lose channel divinity,
Oh no.
and they get some other things instead of it.
Ooh, I
Okay.
better stop being. I better stop. Much more nicer now.
You gotta play appropriately.
There is a
Hold
good
on,
reason
guys,
why
guys.
I never want to be paladin.
Guys, there's
Wait. Very tired. I'm in a crabby mood right now. There we go.
Mm.
hold up, guys. Guys, my friend, he's watching.
Paladins never tire.
My friend, he's watching the stream. He just doesn't have a Twitch account, and he's like, yeah, that's a strange kind of paladin.
I am a rabbit after all, with a criminal past.
Right now he's playing bad.
Excuses.
How much would you ask for parting with this information?
Fig McTeague, I gotta go with this. Oh god.
I hear Bundle gives
feathers
fantastic
will
back
tickle.
rubs. Bundle gives
Yeah, I just wanted to
fantastic
talk.
back rubs.
I'll just go find some feathers and we could tickle it out of her.
Mm.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people?
Dash is giving about the same look
What
as
is with you
Kira.
kinky shits?
Your question is as good as mine, he says as he face palms.
Very nice for right now.
You know,
All I know
considering
is that one's a masochist, and that one has a head injury.
and that one possibly has a constriction fetish, but we don't talk about that.
Yes.
All we know is that we can.
Good to
Not
know.
knowing
Oh
what
god,
this
what am I
is.
doing here?
You tell that to us. We came in here because we heard them calling out for help.
The depths this campaign reaches.
No, when Dashegen was talking about the masochism, he was pointing to Ranya.
Never mind then.
I get
Yeah,
no
no, that was
respect.
to Ranya, sorry.
Oh my god.
I get no respect.
Yes, you do, Ron.
Because their first impression about Bundle's tail.
I was curious.
Anyway,
Your first impression with Fel was asking her to marry you.
do I need to roll
Did you
for...
forget about that?
Alright, back to the game, people.
Oh.
Back to the game.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. So,
Am I
So-
rolling anything?
She's just like holding. She's like face palming, like, oh god, you fucking peep. Okay.
I feel for her. I really do.
Alright. You all owe me big.
Okay. You can touch Bundle's tail.
Mm-mm.
Bundle
She
glares
shakes
at
her
him.
head violently, like, please.
Yeah, like Felix to Ranya, like, Ranya, why?
Ranya, you're doing more harm than good right now.
Oh god, then we better not go back to the bird lady then.
Okay,
Shush!
she points to you four, everyone except Bundle. You all owe me a favor.
Of course.
All right.
Bundle, you owe me 2.
Wait, whoa. What do I owe you two?
Because you brought these fools to me.
I mean, she's not wrong.
We're gonna be in debt up to our
That
eyeballs.
is true. We never would have met unless we would have met unless us two met you three. So
Yeah, this is true.
I met her before you guys.
Deal with the bandit. He's
the entire reason we've met here is because of these three.
Yeah.
Bundle just sighs. I guess I don't really have
And
much
technically,
choice
the only
in this,
reason you
so-
met them is because she gave you directions.
Yeah. Bundle just sighs and like, okay, whatever. I owe you 2 favors.
Points to Ranya. You, shut up.
Oh.
And you, start acting like a paladin, you little angry ball of dust bunnies.
Did suffer a really dumb head injury.
Good for
Is
him.
that
He
why
gets a
you
pass.
Fair enough.
Okay. Freak McTig. Oh, God. Alright, looks to Belxis, is like, you're fine with this, right? Belxis just shrugs, is like, I don't care. He's like, alright. Fucking hell. Alright. So, you know that the Tiamat's Chosen are searching for the true Dragonborn, right?
Yes.
They're searching for Tiamat's Chosen. Well,
Yeah.
there was sort of a hiccup in that little search where the Dragonborn were initially set in the east, assumably where you're from, points to Dash.
Correct.
And then it was fairly simple for them to track down. But then, 3 decades ago, the emigration started. So now they're all over. There's some in the Deserto. There's some in the northern jungle. There are some just loaming about in the Elflands. And there's even some apparently buried deep in... There was one spotted in the dwarven city of Rothnil, over in the northeast. But
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
yeah.
But
Not gonna try to pronounce it.
But anyway, so they're looking for this prophesied chosen of Tiamat. Well, as you would probably know, points to Dash, this is a fairly bonkers small population of Dragonborn who are set about this.
correct.
And most sane peoples took to running and ignoring and or escaping these people.
Which
Well,
Go ahead.
that led to enslavement. Since they couldn't cooperate, they would enslave and find the Tiamat's Chosen through sheer force of will. And from what we know so far, which means we haven't heard from them in a couple of years, means they haven't found the Chosen yet, because once they find the Chosen, they have unlocked the secret to dominating the realm for the good of the chaotic Dragonborn, and oh god, it gets so bloody complicated and so goddamn dense. But, so anyway, they're kind of spread. However, the culture clash really started in Redport, because there was this oracle who was going about just just throwing away prophecies left and right. It was like a sale or something. It was freaking crazy. But then some random rich human heard this tale and decided to invest in this prophecy, which led to the founding of Tiamat's Chosen, and just, oh god, it's just become just a bloody cluster. But
So are you saying that their entire belief could very well be based on a total fucking farce?
here's the problem. This man also properly predicted the stock market crash 4 times in a row.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's, that'll...
And he also made a lot of people who are currently in high seats of power on the Redport Council very, very rich.
Yeah.
Does this man have a name?
He died 5 years ago.
Okay.
But yes, his...
I was about to ask, could I possibly roll history to see that?
Sure.
Oh,
I'm rolling
sorry,
history just to know what the hell the stock market is.
I'm not rolling history for any of this. Dash doesn't know jack shit.
They
16.
don't give a shit. I'm more focused on trying to find myself a light god or sun god. That's
Or you're going to
important.
dedicate yourself to the Vengeance path or the Oathbreaker path.
Damn.
Remain a good person.
Okay. So, Ranya, it sounds familiar. Talic, you're like, whatever. Fel, you remember stories of just this... You remember your father especially talking about this oracle who was just the best at his job. Bundle, you remember the tales of Anders the Loose-Lipped.
Ooh. Wait, Anders? Why does that sound familiar?
Bundle just
Not in character, out of character.
Bundle says under his breath, "Loose ships, and apparently the stock market while we're at it."
Of course, they didn't take him seriously for the first 2 times he projected it, but by the 3rd time they were kind of onto it. But yeah, that wizened old codger just... they hooked onto it. There's an entire religious sect dedicated to Andersoning. Although we haven't really had a good oracle since, from what I know. Like, even then, it's a good 50... Like I said, with all oracles, it's a good 50-50 shot whether you're any good at it. There's the one guy who predicted we'd have sky pirates by now, and that sure as hell hasn't happened.
Suddenly a pirate falls out of the sky, or a pirate.
It seems that I have fallen out of my ship, lads.
Hi, this is my campaign. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Okay, so you experienced their horrible treatment firsthand. You, points to Bundle, you recognize that name. So what am I telling you this shit for? You could have told them about this.
Bundle just shrugs and continues to eat.
Alright. Well, this info does at least help me have some context. It'll be good for when I assume we raid one of their bases.
Which one?
Cough, cough. Skycrown.
She's puzzled by this, like, why on earth would you want to go there?
It's literally the only lead I've gotten since coming here.
I would suggest waiting until you lay a siege on Doom.
What's Skycrown then?
You're looking at the northernmost peak in the range of Doom.
Oh, shit.
What do I roll to figure out what Doom is?
You know what? I'm gonna go easy on you. Zoom out on the map.
Okay, yeah, no, I see it. I'm just saying, in character, does Dash know
I'm
what
gonna
Doom
give you
is?
that Feliana's giving you the basics on the layout of Redcray.
Doesn't matter what Doom is.
You mean those fiery mountains and such to the north?
That was like such fire.
Ranya's head tilts over to Dash. Fiery.
I'm assuming those mountains are on fire.
Well, they spoof fire every once in a while, depending on the time of the year.
Ranya
Hell,
twitches.
sometimes not even that. Sometimes just when they feel like it.
Mm.
Hopefully, we don't don't go there during the season where they're really pissed off.
By this time, Hygrick's asleep. Like, oh yes, death and destruction.
Goodness.
Belkus went to sleep?
Belks is just sitting there, just still 10 feet outside of your circle. That's like,
You know, you can come and eat. We have enough food.
bird.
Oh,
So,
Bird?
if Sky Crown is to the north, what's the lead in Redport?
Redport would be the former center of the guild, now just a satellite firm.
No, it's still better than nothing.
But they probably wouldn't. Like, okay, if you're heading there, you might be able to find some of the records. Like, this place is still an organization. It's not just a ragtag bunch of people laying religious law down. This is actually a...
Considering how efficiently the Golden Cultist and his entire raid wiped, kind of figured not.
So yeah, that's all I'm telling you. You all owe me a favor. You owe me two. And seriously, what the hell's wrong with your rabbit? With your bunny boy?
Shut up.
We were trying to train acrobatically.
In what,
and,
civility?
No,
I can tell you it backfired horribly.
He decided to try and cross a river on a tightrope with his armor on. As you can imagine, it did not go well. And he's been acting funny ever since.
Bundle just chuckles at ever since.
Fucking Dashegen and Feliana have not been with you guys long enough to know what else he felt.
Oh, I know.
rather
That's
than
why
his
he
life.
chuckled, because he knows.
oh my god.
Alright, now can you let me go to bloody bed? I'm tired and I don't want to talk about death and destruction throughout all my life.
Thank
Yeah, I
you for
think
the
that would be
information.
I was just placed in this world to make coin and do tricks for kids.
Here, says Bundle as he
Trick stuff for
finishes his food.
kids.
Regardless, thank you for the information.
Yeah. Just kind of wanders over to the opposing end of the fire pit, just like away from you, just like, now I'm in a bad mood.
Sorry.
Ranya gets up and he takes out the vial of aloe from his bag.
Oh, time to see how this goes over.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Ranya lets out a sigh.
You can do it, Ranya. Barbaric inspiration.
God damn you!
I was gonna say, are you taking off your shirt and you showing them the wound? Are you showing Dash and Feliana the wound that's on your back?
What? There's no wound on my back.
What are you taking out the aloe for?
You... What?
Heather.
That's not
That's
a wound.
No.
I think he got the aloe for Belpsis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I put that together out of character.
Yeah. Ranya's going to look over towards Belksis. And he's going to cautiously approach, like someone would a rather upset bear.
You don't approach an upset bear.
Yeah, I know. This is a horrible idea.
I was gonna say, Deneb, what do you do in your spare time?
Alex, go on late.
Horrible idea, but I'm going to try to do it anyway.
So you just hear from the darkness. You see her outline, like, well, you don't need a sword.
Ranya actually reaches down, takes off his scabbard and sword, and tosses it behind him towards the rest of the party.
Lands on
Oh,
Hygrick.
wow.
Bonk. Oh.
Oh,
No, I didn't throw it that far. Anyway. I
think Ranya is about to die.
Same here.
Hygrick's harmless.
He also kicks off his
No,
shield.
not Hygrick.
He doesn't discard his wand, but he kind of puts inside of his pack and tosses his pack back. So he only has the vial in his hand. Oh, whatever. Ranya's eyes train on Belkis, and he approaches until he is 5 feet away from her. He then gets down to his knees and bows to her. He then both speaks aloud and into her head. I am sorry for my mistakes. I am sorry.
You were bombarding this woman with double speak, and it's kind of wigging her out.
Yeah.
Like,
That
the
might have
fuck?
been a mistake, Ranya.
Kinda. It's how he learned. It's how his people tell the truth.
She's gonna roll insight. Never mind.
Is that a... You don't have to say. Continue.
I am sorry that I am not better than how I am. You paid the price for my mistake. And although I cannot take the price from you, I can pay as much as I can to try to alleviate as much of the burden from you as possible. He sets down the vial of aloe in front of him and rolls it towards her. This is the closest thing that I could find to a plant that grows in my village. It has done wonders for my people who have been scarred by vicious beasts. It has turned the most ragged and rough skin smooth. I do not know if it will work for your kind, but I hope you can see the meaning to this gesture. And I apologize, and I thank you for tolerating me thus far.
She just looks kind of bewildered.
After a moment, he stands up, bows to her again, thinks for a moment, and just turns and walks away, back to the campsite.
Alright. So she just stares out after you, looks briefly down at the vial you rolled toward her, looks back to you, picks it up and analyzes it slowly before she just deposits it in her cloak pocket. And as the fire just slowly roars and you all prepare to drop off, we will end the session there.
Woo!
Huzzah!
Do we need to have shifts tonight, or...
No.
Okay. Just make sure.
I think even a bandit assault wouldn't be much concerned to these Laplanders.
You never know. Someone may try to...
Considering they could probably weaponize literal trees.
Yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
What kind of druid craft is that?
The
a
best
high
kind.
strength score. Turns out they're muscle druids.
Jesus Christ!
You will
I mean, I
not
know it's possible
force.
to read that, but...
Is that what they are, Brett? Are they muscle druids?
Well, that was only one of them. They're not all that way.
Ugh.
I was gonna say they have a tribe druid and a couple tribe barbarians and
It's actually possible to spec into a combat druid.
Well, yeah.
Kind of
but
ridiculous.
Is it possible to spec into a druid that uses strength as their casting stat?